Yo, Teen Tag Game back for another episode of the Washington Nationals franchise. Today we're going to be getting into our last few games in September here. And last episode we got to September, we called up Sal Frelick. Put him back in the lineup, hoping we can see a little more from him. And we called up Luis Patento. Had a really good AAA season, so gonna give him a little time in the MLB, see what he can do. A lot of really good progression. Could possibly be a bullpen arm for us next year. You know, Shelby Miller is gonna be stepping out, so we'll need another righty, and it could possibly be him, or even with considering moving Cole Winn to the long relief spot, we may need another person. So we're gonna get into the last season. I want to get into this Red series, and then we're probably gonna play either the Tigers or the Yankees. And my whole thing right now, we're 72 and 71, but whether we finish 500, I have no idea. We've let up more runs than we've scored, so I'm honestly surprised we're even this far. But our pitching has been good for the most part. You can see we're right there with the runs they've let up. So listening to this first game, another Kelmar Rocker start. Last episode he did debut for his major league debut, and we can see in 6 games, 33 strikeouts in 32 innings, so he's getting a strikeout an inning. That's good. He's only let up 4 walks in 32 innings, and his numbers are progressing good. He's at a 4.13 ERA, 1 wild pitch, so he's been solid in the 6 games he's been given. So he could be a possible stay in the rotation, if he finishes good this year and then, goes into and has a good spring training next year and all that. He could definitely be a piece that, is in our rotation. Looks like we're going to be going against a lefty here, I believe. Yeah, looks like we're going against a lefty. So, looks like no one needs a break. Is there anyone I want to get in? It's been a while since we've seen Luis. We can get him in. Who can we sub out? Yanni Hernandez has been pretty good since we traded for him. I'm going to keep Kobe Mayo in. Stone Garrett, Brendan Donovan. We'll get Donnie the day off. We'll do it like this. We'll, up to the 2-hole, we will move Alex Call, who's been good and really good in 42 innings this year. We're going against the Reds, who are very similar to what we're at right now in our franchise. They're right on the edge of being a playoff contender.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Labor Day baseball coming up on the show. It's the Washington Nationals going up against the Cincinnati Reds. Joined by my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Singy, when you consider the top hitters' ballparks in the sport, this has got to be one of them.
I'll say this, pitchers have to stay with their game. They can't look over their shoulder and think, I have to be fine and perfect on every pitch. Continue to pitch to your strengths, and you'll come out of here with a good outing.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. And today's starter, Brandon Williamson. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy, no different. He wants to be more effective here.
Vargas has been good this year, and I came into the year expecting him to have some good things. His numbers showed it, but he's been a lot better this year than I expected. He's been the leadoff hitter for a good amount of the year. Originally he started versus lefties, but then we moved him up to righties. And he's been very, very solid this year. Hasn't played much defense itself, been more of a DH, but he's still had a very good season. Just in front of that cutter.
And that's a foul ball.
Just needed, I guess, some playing time to really prove his value. And now that he's getting it, he's finally breaking out at... He's only 26, Fastball, cutter, slurve, 12-6,
Pitch.
circle. Behind on that fastball. Able to foul it off though.
Start that load a little bit sooner because
I've seen that cutter, he was kind of late.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Fires.
And he destroys that into left field.
So he battled through a long at-bat and earned himself a hit.
Rip Alex call.
Alex call. And he deals. To third. Marte.
Third baseman,
Off
second
balance,
baseman,
one.
and it's a double play just like that. Hate to see that. Ivan Hernandez, Herrera, not Hernandez. Ivan Herrera, Ivan, my bad, Ivan Herrera. Takes that the other way, but right fielder is gonna make it. So we do get a base hit, but nothing comes out of it.
To the bottom of the first, 0-0. And we're back. And our pitcher tonight,
Looks like a big dude. How big is he? 6'5", 245. Yeah, he's pretty big.
our rocker. And singing, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off
It's a one-out hit.
their tough situations and get his team back in the dugout. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball, let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Line drive.
Son Garrett makes the play. That's a line drive. 3-1 count versus De La Cruz on a versus a righty. That's a scary stuff.
A little bit more. That's way back.
Now batting Chamber Candelario. Late that time, and it's strike two. And it skips into there.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already...
Runner on the go. To the right side, Hernandez. And the
Both
inning
teams
is
get
over.
one hit in their first inning, but nothing comes out of it.
Back here at
We're gonna have
Grayson.
Stone Garrett.
Here's the center fielder, Stone Garrett. The pitch. Line drive, and it goes just
In front of that fastball.
The line to kick the pitch.
And he strikes out on the perfectly placed circle change.
String of a changeup. Kobe Mayo will hit next. One down, base is empty. And that one in
Only
the
83
center
off the
field.
bat.
Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there are two down.
The first baseman.
And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
He just pops that one right down the middle, and he pops it up. Just early on that
They
one.
get the for the out. And that'll do it. Back here in Cincinnati. We head to the bottom of the second. And now the catcher comes up to him. Tyler Stevenson. Got a good eye there.
Theoretically, if we got hot here in this last season, we could make it to the playoffs.
Settles underneath it. Makes the catch for the out. Matt McClain getting ready to hit.
Second baseman.
The 1-1. And that one fouled off. Rolled over to third.
This is going to be a hard play for Mayo. Good throw, and he makes a great play.
Cam Collier, the next to hit for the Reds. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt. This one
He just
in the
pops
air.
that one up.
Torkelson under it.
That's a 1, 2, 3.
And that is that.
Through 2 innings, has been a pitching duel.
And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 3rd inning. And now the shortstop, Luis.
Since he's only been playing, like, kind of as a bench bat, platooned when we need him to, he's been playing a lot better.
And there's one away.
Numbers were down bad, real bad at the beginning of the year.
And now the right fielder, Sal Fraley. And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Like Milwaukee's definitely won this trade so far, at least based on this season.
Left-hand hitter waits.
Because like Sal Frelick basically fell off the earth. Probably going to be a bench bat next year. Look for a right fielder or something. And he'll be off the bench. Or platooned at least. Swings over the circle change.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
I don't know how you take that one, man. That's a close one.
And now the lefty.
Pops that up and he makes the catch. He's gone through the bare minimum. Austin Hendricks. He hasn't been the best in the major league so far, but he's only 24 years old.
Ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Austin Hendricks. Next offer in there for a strike. It's 2-2.
First round pick in 2020.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Ground ball up the middle.
He tries to get it, but he can't. That puts some speed on first base.
Everything came together for him. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that
runner on the go.
And he stays out of the double play. Makes it at first base in the air. Puts him on base. They're gonna kind of have a base hit though.
Order turns over, and stepping in is the speedy Marte. Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. First and second, no outs. Here in the last half of the 3rd.
Swings to the high slider.
Outside low. Counts full, 3-2.
That's right down the middle.
Moving under it.
Alec Call's gonna make that play.
He's got it.
Solid throw to third base. He does not advance. It doesn't get any easier. If anything, it gets harder here.
2 on, 1 out.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute, finish
Pitch
your pitch.
right down the middle. And he strikes him out. Clutch strikeout.
2 out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do,
103 RBIs.
You know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside.
Now this is
Frelick with a good arm.
headed for the plate.
And he guns him down at home. It wasn't even close.
Red strand a couple, and we are still scoreless. Start of the 4th. Now it's the DH, Miguel Vargas. The 1-1. Bounced up the middle. De La Cruz.
And oh, but he gets on with a bad throw.
Up now for Washington, Alex Call.
Only 69 seconds. He must have came into this tired because there's no way
That one way outside.
you're already at 50 pitches
May see some movement
this
over there at
tired.
first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Hits that up the middle. Ellie De La Cruz with another air. He's not able to pick that one up. That puts 2 on. They're gonna count that as a base hit.
That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable.
And Herrera hits that one into the gap. It was a hanger. One's gonna get home at least. 2's gonna get home, and that's gonna be a base clear double for 2 RBIs.
to be feeling great about that double. Big spot, and he drives in too. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Sean Garrett puts a good swing onto that cutter, but it's to the wall. Solid third to third.
A little bit right there, that front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Piles that one off. One thing Kobe Mayo really needs to work on is that clutch stat. Only 48 contact with runners in scoring position.
Next offering is outside.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Action in the pen down there. Rhett Lauder preparing to come on if needed. Martinez.
Hits that one right up the middle. That's going to be a RBI single for Kobe Mayo, and it's now 3-0 for the Nationals.
It's 3-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line.
Torkelson swings over that circle change.
Spencer Torkelson.
He hits him.
He had 2 strikes on him.
They're going to call it there. They're going to bring in Brett Lauder, 30 innings, 3.23. Yeah, it's been solid. Not really a strikeout pitcher, though. Is a long reliever. He's gotten some starts. Looks like he's been pretty solid. Fastball, changeup, slider.
Ball to strike. And another ball.
Called that one a ball. And the Reds fans do not like that call.
3 runs across in the frame. Top half of inning number 4. Fouls one off. 2-2. Time call.
Luis is going to use his timeout here.
Righty delivers.
3-2.
He pops that one up. Perfectly placed pitch. Not able to do anything with that one.
Number 2.
Well, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
2 on, 2 outs. And it skips into dirt.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, or maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it.
That's how Frelick works it to 3-1 count. Nice hitter count. Can he do something with it, though?
And the righty deals. And there's
He draws the walk. It's going to load the bases up for Yanni Hernandez.
Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Yanni. He bloops that the other way. 2 are going to score on that. Frelick to third. It's 5-0, just like that. 5 runs in the 4th for the Nationals.
A lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough, but right there, it just died.
All 5 runs called against Brendan, I believe.
And here it comes. And another ball.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
The 2-2.
And he strikes out on the high fastballs, but the Nationals score 5 and almost bat around this inning. Oh, they do bat around. That's right, he started the inning. He got 2 outs.
It's the Nationals 5 and the Reds nothing. Back here at Great American Ballpark, bottom 4, and here is Jamer Candelario.
He takes that the other way.
Should be bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in.
Solid throw, but that's a leadoff double for Jama Calderon.
Really stayed inside that baseball to send it to the opposite field. With the shift on to the pull side, that's an easy knock if you'll take it. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Late on that fastball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing
And he strikes him out with a high fastball.
And 1 away. Next for Cincinnati, Matt McClain. There's a strike.
Second on the team in RBIs.
And another ball. Now he breaks his bat. Torkelson.
And he fields his position and gets him at home. The runner does move up to third, but there are now 2 outs.
And next is the designated hitter.
The designated hitter.
2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
And he strikes him out. Has 4 shutout for the rookie.
It's ready now for the 5th inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Alex Cole.
Looks like that's going to be his second base hit of the game.
The middle to base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Last inning I noticed I said Miguel Vargas got 2 outs that inning, but he didn't. He got on base with error.
Short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early.
That's just lightly hit to the second baseman to Cruz. They get the double play second, double play in 5 innings, 4-6-3 double play.
Way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play, but right there, very well done.
Wouldn't chase that time.
That it looks like he's really calling that low zone for balls.
In the air, out towards
Wiley hits that into center field.
Allen.
That's a
Tracks it
1-2-3.
down for the out.
Looks like the line reliever's coming in and doing his job.
Now it's the right fielder, Austin Hendrick.
Austin Hendrick.
Checks his swing, appeal to third,
Calls it a
and
strike.
James Kingsley says he won around. Lifted in the air, right center field.
Frelick makes the play.
Grab on the run. Jay Allen, the next to him for the Reds.
Got these outfielders up here, and they stats shouldn't show that they shouldn't be.
Out front that time. One down, base is empty. And that's outside. And the count's even at 2.
And he strikes him out on the slider. The first like 2 or 3 innings, he wasn't getting a lot of strikeouts, but he's got a good amount the past 2-ish innings.
Good eye in that spot.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Foul ball, another
Do see him in, and he's not able to get him with it.
Dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work.
And he strikes him out on the curveball. His 6th strikeout. 5th or 6th strikeout, one of the 2.
Top 6. And here is Kobe Mayo.
Hit a single in his last at bat. 3-1 count here. Fouls off ball 4. Shakes off the pitch, and he draws the walk.
The outside edge, and that is ball 4. So man aboard, Spencer Torkelson.
Got hit his last time up.
Right-handed reliever. On the ground to second, might be
Is that going to be another double play? 3 double plays in 6 innings.
Appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
And he strikes him out on the circle change. Oh, but he makes an error, and he gets there.
Second error of the game for the Reds.
2 outs, runner at first. Sal Fraley.
Drew a walk in his last at bat.
2 outs. In the air to left center. Steer should have this one.
Nothing comes out of that air though. So other than the fourth inning, the Nationals have been pretty quiet.
Singleton to the booth and leading off the bottom of the sixth, Spencer Steer. Ripped on a line to center. Garrett makes the grab, one down. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds.
New person warming up.
Bases empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth.
Let's see how Ellie's been. Insane. Yeah, like I expected. Has yet to win an MVP though somehow. Probably because I don't know why. I would have given an MVP by now.
The pitch. And there's a ball.
Does he swing? He did not.
Now an appeal to third. Didn't go. Back to work.
Went up on 100 pitches. That one's right down the middle. Fouls it off though.
Here comes a 3-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
And he strikes him out on the changeup. 6th strikeout of the game.
Gets the out.
2 outs, bases empty. Gamer Candelario, the next to hit for the Reds. Right-hander kick steals.
That's Bolton.
And he strikes him out. 7 strikeout. 6 shutout innings for Rooker.
A new pitcher in the game, Nick Martinez.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Meanwhile,
Circle change, sinker, 12-6, cutter fastball.
Getting loose out there. Jabot also throwing. This one high
Takes that out of the way, but I think it's going to hang a little long, and it will.
Back to the top of the lineup.
You have Vargas.
Now, Miguel Vargas. Bases empty, one away. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set.
He gets called on strike 3. He's raged by that call.
Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
I called 2 for 3 on the day with 2 singles.
2 down, nobody on. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
It's really broke out this year. Only 42 games, but by far his best season. And so you gotta love that for him. 31 years old.
And another ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's wrong.
Fouled off
Fouls
again.
it off.
And it remains 3-2.
Fouled out multiple hittable pitches. But he's going to take that one the other way. That's going to be his 3rd single of the day.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit
Ivan
longer,
Herrera
and he hit the ball on the
swings to the high fastball, not the pitch you want to swing at. But he hits that one into the gap. That's going to score at least 1. Now this call goes home, and that's another RBI double for Ivan Herrera.
Well done, drives in the run. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Stone Garrett on the ground right side. Into Candelario.
So Nationals do score 1 more. Kind of played by ear with Kumar Rocker.
Tyler Stevens.
Gonna try to keep him in as long as we can. Okay, I guess. Just don't catch it.
And he's got a leadoff double.
I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
I think we're gonna call it there.
First and third now with nobody out.
He's been swinging it really well. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate.
Tom Cosgrove gets the call from the pen.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year.
These 2 runs would be counted against Rucker
No outs. Runners at first and third.
if they score.
Bounce to the left side.
One will.
Balance beat. There's one.
They get the double play, so he will technically get a 6-inning game with 1 run.
You've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here, so that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Gets out of it, only allows
Back
1.
and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th.
We're gonna have Kobe Mayo drew a walk and has hit an RBI single and drawn a walk.
Struggled with 3 passes this year.
Next pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
Well, these Nats, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity.
That's another play from Matt McClan at second base.
1 up, 1 down. Spencer Torkelson digging in for the Nationals. At the belt and fires.
Swings over that circle change.
Activity in the bullpen. Fernando Cruz getting ready to go. The 1-2. Way high. 1 out, base is empty.
And he strikes him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
The 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Righty to the plate. That one misses, and it's 3-2.
I love that even though they still have this big lead, they're still fighting for more. Playing it like, you know, it's a 1-run game. Another error, second error by Ellie De La Cruz today. That's why he hasn't won an MVP. He's drawn a walk, but other than that, 0 for 2 on the day.
Two outs.
And he strikes out on the high fastball.
Right past him. On to the bottom of the 8th. In now for the Reds, Jay Allen. That's the call. And the count 1-2. And right back to the mound.
He's gonna field his position.
First, 1 up, 1 down.
I love pitchers who can field their position. Ain't nothing better.
The pitch. And a foul ball. The Nats leading by 5. Near the bottom
And he
half of the
strikes him out.
Pulled the string on the changeup. And now it's going to be Spencer Steer. Up the middle, Rengifo.
1, 2, 3 for the pitcher.
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds. Ian Jibbo.
And a lot of their bullpen.
Big deficit on the scoreboard. He almost has to just put that out of his mind.
What's up, Yanni
Every outing
Hernandez?
matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And the pitch.
Another play from Matt McClan at second. He's up in his fielding percentage this game. That's for sure.
So the Nats lineup turns over. And now here is Miguel Vargas. And now the count,
Swings to the
1-2
inside
after
cutter.
swing and a miss.
2 strikes.
Movement in the bullpen. Fernando Cruz up and loosening in the pen.
Ball 2.
Next offering misses, and the count is even 2-2.
Fifth time to the
Really good
lineup
take,
here.
especially with 2 strikes.
And that
Puts a
one
good
is
swing onto that circle change.
going back.
Sierra's gonna make the play at the warning track.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there.
Alex
You see
Call,
extra
3
bases
for 4 on the day
Catches his
with
breath, and he'll give
3
him a second to
singles
catch his breath before he's ready
and
to
2
do the next
runs.
pitch.
Did he make it 4 for 5? Get a 4-hit day?
And that's in the dirt. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top of the ninth. Off the mark there. And now it's 3-2. Keeps the
Fouls off the
going with a
high
foul
fastball.
ball. 3-2.
He takes out of the middle for his 4th single of the day. What a day for Alex
And
Call.
grinding through that at bat, he gets the best of it.
Nice at bat right there. Not just the result, but also seeing a lot of pitches. Made him really work out there on the mound. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And
We have Ivan Herrera, 2 for 4 with 2 doubles, 3 RBIs, and a run.
2 outs.
Just gonna bloop that one up.
Hendrick going after it. Nabs it. And that is that. 1 hit.
So they go down by 5.
Now, Ellie De La
The
Cruz
shortstop.
just missed.
Tom Cosgrove still out
That's
there,
all 3.
only at
And
20
that's ball
pitches.
3. Right through there for a strike.
3-2.
And he strikes him out on the fastball down the middle, as the Ellie De La Cruz has been non-existent today.
Jamer Candelario, the next to hit for the Reds.
Slugging almost 500.
Swings and misses.
That's
at the
back-to-back
breaking ball
strikeouts here in the 9th.
Out on the drop third strike, 2 gone.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed over in the blink.
And he strikes out the side to end the game, and the Nationals have a strong 6-1 victory.
Here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show.
Alex Call, 4 for 5. Ivan, 2 for 5, 3 RBIs. Kamal Rocker, 6 innings, 1 run. You know, you love to see that from the rookie. Great game overall. Scored a lot of runs against Miami. Wait, we gotta stop for a second. Let me look at this. We went on a 4. No, we lost one in between. We're on a 5-game win streak. Won the following game 11-1. Sal Frelick was leading off. Ivan with 2 doubles again. Alex Call went deep. He went 2 for 4. He had 4 RBIs. Alex Call stays on fire. Mackenzie Gore. Beautiful game. Just for the... I'm going to keep him in. No, wait, where is he? Last few games. Let's move him up versus lefties. He's been very, very, very good. So, let's get him up there. Stone Garrett out for 1 to 2 weeks, so that's the rest of the season. Our center fielder's out. That sucks. But he's made a lot of progression. Played in 36 more games than he ever has, but only hit 2 more home runs. So, you know, this is the kind of years we're going to get from him, it looks like. You know, mid-teens, low 20s for home runs every year. 50, 60, 70 RBIs. Good on base, good slugging. Over at 800 OPS with solid defense. You know, I think this is a very respectable year, and we still have 2 years of team control with him, so. But that's going to give us an opportunity to call someone up. So, who do we call up is the question. I think it's pretty obvious. I think we got to call up Brady House. He's been so good in AAA this year, and I think it's time for him to make his MLB debut. We got to put someone in center field. And so Alex Call's been playing really good, so we'll throw him in center field versus righties. And I guess we will do that versus righties. And then like that. I don't want you playing center, so we'll throw you in left. And then just do that. Yeah. $82 wins. We've officially reached the mark where we're going to finish with a 500 plus record. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to make the postseason. We are still 3 games behind, and we did just have a series versus the Diamondbacks, and we swept them, so we did what we could. But unless they lose like the rest of their games, let's see who they got to play. They play Colorado and San Francisco, so there's a good chance they could win the rest of the games in the series. Let's see, Alek Manoah. Do we want to play versus the Yankees or the Tigers? I think versus the Yankees should be fine. I want to play with Alek Manoah. I feel like it's been a little while, so let's get into this game with Alek Manoah. The Tigers Stadium. Let's look at the lineup. Looks like we're going against a righty. Alright. Do I want to change anything up? James Wood, man. It's really let me down this year, but I'm hoping for better things next year. And I know it will come. Brady House in 3 games. Not the best, but only 3 games. Average and on base, it's come up a little bit, so we love that for you. Yeah, they traded for Luis Robert, I believe it was last year, which is insane. Looks like we're going against Matt Manning, I believe. Yep. How's he been in his career? He's been a solid, respectable starter.
Starting on the mound in this one, Matt Manning.
Leading off
And
tonight
singing,
for
it's
Washington,
unique these days,
the
but he's
designated
more of a pitch to contact.
Fastball, slider, curveball, circle
He
change.
doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some
Ooh,
soft
bad swing on that slider.
do work behind him. And I think a guy
They're
like
only
that,
1.5
if he
games
can
from the
tempo,
wild
don't
card.
give hitters time to adjust and think, they can move to a ball game and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one. That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep
We have
the
Alex
alive.
Call.
And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball.
Last game we played, he went 4 for 5. Not the best versus righties, but
lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
great at staying alive. Really working the count.
One down, base is empty. Down to the dirt.
Strikes
swing and
out
a
though on the
miss.
curveball, and that's back-to-back
Got him. 2
strikeouts
on
to
after
start the game.
strikeout.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks
Gonna bring
pretty
on
tough to start
Yvonne.
this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And
Swings at the high fastball.
put it in play and get something going.
2 out, space is empty.
He strikes out the side to start the game. Good start for the Tigers pitcher.
No score after a half inning. Back here with my pal Siggy. And on the hill, Alec Manoah. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes
Surprised they got him in the leadoff spot. I feel like that's not really the best spot for him. But, you know, your team, not mine.
having a feel difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this.
Donnie fumbles it.
And he's going to make it to first.
Gets on base via the air.
Josh Smith up now.
Used to be on Texas, got traded to them a few years back, having a bit of a down year this year. But he's still valuable. He can play almost every position and with solid defense and solid hitting.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. House drifts towards it, hauls it in for the out. Here's Riley Green. Nobody on his team has been better at driving in runs this season, Siggy. Runner takes off.
He takes off. Good throw, and he gets him at second
When you
base.
see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense.
And he strikes him out.
And it's a 3-up, 3 down. All set for the start of the inning. And now up for Washington, Kobe Mayo.
Gets a little hot at the end of the season here. He could definitely hit 30 home runs, possibly. Last 9 games, he's at 4.
Shine a light on his home run numbers over the last week plus. You'll see how well he's been hitting it.
Out to short.
Hits it to the shortstop.
In time to ball. And quickly one away in the second.
Brings up James Wood.
The next to hit. Second inning here, no score. Misses the
Swings
zone
at a
and
bad
gets it
slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate
And he
you.
strikes out on the pitch.
Throw to first.
Thrown out at
For
first.
the second out. Good job to clean it up.
No
After the
plate
drop third
discipline
strike.
there.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit for the Nats, Brendan Donovan.
Nope.
Good eye right there.
3-1 count.
Next offering
Swings
in
to
there
the
for a strike.
fastball. Perfectly
He is
placed. He swings at the inside slider. Second baseman will make the play, and that's a 1-2-3. And the Nationals' discipline has not been very good this game to start off.
Luis Robert.
I don't know how I feel. He doesn't look very good in that uniform.
Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing. The pitch. Swing and a
Strikes
miss.
him out on the
Out.
slider. Back-to-back strikeouts from
That slider
Manoah.
was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that,
He hits that hard into left field.
And he
James Wood with
puts
an
it over the
over-the-head
track.
catch. Nice catch from
it's
Woods.
just frustrating when you can't get it to fall.
2025 Rookie of the Year. With those numbers, man.
Maybe next time off, he'll find a hole.
And next to hit for Detroit, Holt Keith. And another ball. Out towards left center. Call. Sizing this one up.
Makes the play.
And that's the 3rd out. Top half of the 3rd
We have
inning. Down
Brady
the third
House.
baseman. Brady
First
House.
action we're getting to see him.
And now
that's
2 and
off the
1.
plate.
Didn't chase that time.
3-1.
Kicks and deals.
Hits it hard up the middle for his 3rd hit of his major league career.
So, runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone and then
First hit for the Nationals today.
hit the ball hard like he did right there.
Up now for Washington, Yanni Hernandez.
Yanni's really cooled off recently.
Moved to first.
Traded him with hopes that he would stay playing like he was playing when we got him, but
Runner at
he
first
is
with no
not.
outs here. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Kicks and fires. Battling here as he fouls it away. Now a blooper back
He
behind
bloops
short.
that.
Now maybe extra bases. House round second on his way to third. Throw comes
He's gonna
in.
make it with a
Runner
hustle
stops,
double.
second and third, nobody out. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline.
Of Sal Fraley.
pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count,
Sal
the
Frelick.
more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
The next pitch misses. Full count now.
His numbers have recently improved, and that's a great swing from Frelick. It's going in the gap. It's going. It's going. It's going. It's going. It is off of it.
In comes the
He's going for
second,
third.
and they take a 2-run lead.
And that is a
Both
2
of the first
RBI
pitch
triple from Sal Frelick.
Gets him on the board first, coming through with
What a
2 RBIs
what
on
a
that
swing.
swing.
4th
Just a
triple of the
beautiful
year.
circle from start to finish. Got a pitch he could drive, turned on it, and hammered it out front into the gap. Right out of the box. I love how he was
Bounced out to
That's
short.
gonna bring Frelick home. That's gonna be RBI ground out for Vargas.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
Back-to-back plays for the shortstop there.
In time to ball. And that's an out.
good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. 2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. 2 outs.
Hits that up the middle. 3 plays in a row for McKinstry. The Nationals pop off for 3.
We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Nationals 3 and the Tigers nothing. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now Andrew
The
Vaughn.
first baseman.
That's right down the middle. Calls fast, but is he that fast? He cannot make the play. It's going to bounce over for a ground roll double. Bring up Zach McKinstry, a name we're familiar with. Signed him last year, played a little bit. He was playing in the minors for us this year, so we traded him, and he was part of the trade for Spencer Torkelson. He was one of the pieces they got back in return. You know, he played with them before, and back with him now.
Now it's the shortstop, Zach McKinstry. Fouled off, he was late. And it's second. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. No trouble here.
He just pops that one up.
And there's one down. Here's the catcher to hit, Jake Rogers. Chris, has been a good year for him, having already set a new career high for RBIs.
Already? It's the end of the year. What do you mean already? He strikes him out on the slider. Very hittable slider, in my opinion.
At the plate, Kerry Carpenter.
And that's right up the middle.
Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay.
And they score 1 on their RBI single. It is now a 2-run game.
In that swing, got a pitch you could get the barrel on and line it in the center for the knock. Those always feel good.
The Nationals leading by 2.
That's right down the middle.
Left field base hit.
That is another hit, and that's going to bring up the 3-hole hitter with 2 on. Noah in trouble.
All he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Going over 20 pitches this inning.
And he deals.
Doubled his pitch count in this inning. And he destroys that. Almost a 3-run home run, but it just goes foul. And he strikes him out on the slider. Only 1 run scores, and he gets out of it.
Here in Detroit, and here's the first baseman, Kobe Mayo.
Kobe Mayo.
It's 4 triples on the year, which is more than I expected from him.
2-1.
You know, these Nationals showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Oh,
That could have been strike 3.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may
And he draws the leadoff walk.
a little sooner rather than later. Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a full scouting report on me, yes, I think
It's that hard to the second baseman,
right side.
but he doesn't beat out the double play. Okay. That had to be pretty close. Let's see the replay on that one.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Brendan Donovan. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The wind of the pitch. That one misses.
Almost gets hit that
2 balls,
time.
2 strikes. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4.
If anything, the most consistent player in this series has been Brendan Donovan. I'm not saying he's been good, but he's been very consistent with how he plays.
Now here is Luis Robert. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He destroys that down the line.
The extra bases. And that rolls into the corner.
That's a leadoff double for the Tigers here in the 4th.
All over that one right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance.
That was right down the middle, but he swings right through it.
2 strikes.
Outside low. And the count is 2-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Call. Gets under it. Brings it in. And there's one away.
He knows every arm in that outfield's dangerous, so he doesn't even try it.
Up next for the Tigers.
Colt Keith, the
Second
now for the
baseman.
Tigers.
Colt Keith.
And another ball. The Nats up by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Boots it.
Alex boops it.
And he's gonna
Can't get it to first in time. Real close, real close. They count that as a base hit.
Here comes a pitch. On the ground, could be 2. To second,
4,
there's
6,
one.
3
And
double
that's 2.
play, and they get out of it. So they stay in the lead, but Alec Manoah has been in multiple situations where the Tigers could have took it easily. You see, they got 5 hits, only Duarte 3.
Into the pitch. Out to short, McKinstry. And a quick out number 1.
Ria Yanni.
Hernandez.
Swings over the curveball.
Double-barreled action.
Oh, they got
Bullpen.
Chris Bubic.
Reese Olson getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Bubic getting cranked up as well.
Other than the 3rd inning, Matt Manning's been very solid.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. In the dirt, now 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, too.
He's seen the
He's already
curveball
seen
multiple
the curveball
times.
a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed out.
And he swings to the fastball down the middle.
And the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th. 2 outs.
Sal
bases
Ferrylick,
empty.
Hit a 2 RBI triple in his last at bat. Foul tips that fastball.
Two strikes.
Last 4 games, 3 RBIs. That's nice.
And foul ball. 2 down, nobody on.
And he strikes him out on the low fastball. Very like frustrated by that call.
And we're back. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. Set to get us started. Bottom 5.
Oh, hard hit off the bat, but Donnie's got it.
The Detroit catcher Jake Rogers. And it's even up.
2 balls.
1 out,
Two
base
strikes.
is empty. The punch
Back-to-back sliders, and he strikes him out again.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of.
And there's the 3rd out.
That's 1, 2, 3. That's 5 one-run innings from Manoah.
Pitch here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That one fouled off.
Fouls off that sinker.
And a pitch.
And he's gonna hit the single.
And aboard.
Leadoff single here in the 6th. Josh Smith, oh, fell out of pain. He dived toward it. Got injured. Hopefully he's okay.
Now the center fielder, Alex
Up
Call.
next for Washington,
His righty-lefty
the
splits
center
there.
fielder, Alex.
A lot better versus lefties, obviously.
Runner at first.
But here at the end, Sean Gary got injured, so he's gonna get some everyday time since he's playing good.
The pitch.
It's a good swing onto that circle change,
Underneath it.
but goes higher in the air than it does in distance.
And there's 1 down. Here's
Gonna
the
be
catcher,
Ivan.
Herrera. Now before the 1-1, time is called. Man at first, 1 away. Here goes the runner.
And the runner takes off. He gets a slide step, and he is out on the attempted stolen base. They saw it coming.
Just as good as a perfect throw in the air. Almost a little bit easier to handle at second base. For me, that caught Steeler right
And he hits that right up the middle.
Really poor jump off first. Just didn't time it well. He was toast.
I think he had a good jump. It was just the slide step. I don't think if he side stepped, he would have got him.
Firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now a chance for Kobe Mayo.
Ooh, inconsistent bottom of the zone.
And the count is 1-2. Herrera off of first with 2 away. This one in the air, center field. Robert moves under it,
Luis Robert.
and he makes the catch. And that is
That's a shutout 6th inning.
back in Comerica Park. Now,
Manoah is still in.
The third baseman,
ground ball to the right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove.
What's his numbers like? Oh, I never heard of this guy in real life.
No play, that's an infield single. Riley Green up now for the Tigers. Runner on the go. Now a screamer into the outfield.
He runs, but he flies out, so he's got to go back to first.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it.
Swings right through the fastball.
Convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And he strikes out Robert for the 3rd time, I believe.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
2 outs. Right side.
After the leadoff single, he's going to get out of it.
Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And he. We go to the top of the 7th. Up now for Washington. James Wood.
Almost has a sub 700 OPS, which is not what we want to see at all. Piles that slider off.
Here's the 2-2.
Count it 3-2.
Solid swing on that 96 off the bat, but right to Cole Keith at second base.
Up next for Washington, the shortstop, Brendan Donovan.
Next to hit for the Nats, Brendan Donovan. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
Swings at the high fastball. Don't know what he's swinging at.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
And he gets him on the outside fastball.
Well, it's just a great job of playing catch with the catcher. Exactly where the catcher set up is where he threw that pitch, and probably fooled the umpire a little bit because there was no budge at all.
2 outs, base is empty.
Good framework.
Digging in for the Nationals. Ripped to short.
Grounds out again here.
Nats
1
go
for
down
3 on the
1-2-3.
day.
Back here in Detroit, bottom of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Colt Keith. They had a foul ball. Foul ball still, 1-2 count. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Man, he's been really good, about to hit that 100 pitch mark here in the 7th. Man, we'll see how far they're going to ride him, but it's been pretty good so far.
Up the middle, Donovan.
Makes the play. First out of the 7th.
Down to open the 7th. Andrew Vaughn up now for the Tigers. Just missed.
Swings through it.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their
Swings to the hanging circle change. That was a very hittable pitch, but he was way in front of it.
The 1-1.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great move.
And he strikes him out. Shutout 7.
And welcome back to the ballpark. The top of the 8th, and now up for Washington, Yanni Hernandez. That one ripped.
And he destroys that one into the gap.
And it's a
Looks like that's going to be his second double of the day. Leadoff double in the 8th.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Put a really nice balance.
There's Sal Frelick. Struck out last at bat.
Extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
In the air, left side.
Flies out. He's going to flip the order up, bring Miguel Vargas up.
Digging in.
Hit a RB. I mean, hit a single on his last at bat. Hit a RBI on his at bat before that.
And it's second. And that one lifted in the air, center field.
It's a good swing onto that, but not deep enough. But he's going to challenge the arm of Luis Robert. And he makes it to third just barely.
On the fly out, and there are 2 gone. Here's the center fielder, Alex Call. Here's a 1-1.
Ooh, and he hits him.
Ran in and got him. And it's the catcher for the Nationals.
We have Ivan Herrera.
A few things can go wrong when you are delivering a pitch. That grip, slip out of your hand, release point.
Swings at a bad slider. Second time we've seen that today.
One of those, if not more than one, got away from him.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. And we're in the top of the 8th.
And he strikes him out. Clutch strikeout from the Tigers. From Olsen.
Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now here's the Detroit catcher.
And Jake Rogers destroys that. And that is a home run. It's a 2-run game just like that.
That's worth the price of admission.
So they're going to take Manoah out after that, but
3-2.
7 2-run innings. He had a very respectable day.
On the mound now, Jose Suarez.
His first test will be from the left side, and that's been a struggle for him this season. They've been seeing him pretty well. And
Started the season really hot. First like 20-25 innings.
Stays alive.
The real threats are coming up. Already giving up a home run.
First like 20-25 innings.
Really have to bear down.
He had like a sub-1 ERA or something like that, but cooled off since then. But still been a respectable season so far.
Never timed it up any better than that. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was a grip. Cut out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Left field. Squeezes it. And up next for Detroit, Riley Green. This one lifted in the air, left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away now.
Back-to-back outs after the single.
Robert now. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Right now they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps. Give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Hot shot to first
Government
base,
with a
and he
good
snatches
catch.
it to end the inning.
So
Detroit
you do
making
score
up
one
ground
to
with
tie
this
it
one.
down. I mean,
It's
tie
now
it
a
down.
3-2.
To
Back at Comerica Park.
take the lead down by 1.
In this one. And now the first baseman, Kobe Mayo. And a pitch. So the
Mayo
foul
for
ball
2 on the
makes it
day with a
1-2.
walk.
A wide to kick the pitch.
And he's called strike 3 on the high fastball.
Here in the ninth. Now here is James Wood.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
Hit pretty well in the air.
Solid swing on that, but
Robert under it.
Robert is going to get to it.
Puts it away for the out.
That's 2
That's out
outs.
number 2. Up
Comes
now
down to
Washington,
Donnie.
Brendan Donovan.
We don't want to go into the ninth with a
Down,
1-1
one
lead.
gone.
We want an insurance run, but
Almost got him.
Not looking like
it is what it is, but
heading to the bottom of the ninth, so
hate to go in with just a 1-run lead.
That one down the line.
Oh, what?
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball with the hitter.
And he swings to the slider. They're going to go into it 3-2.
Now it's Jordan Romano out of the bullpen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
This one in the
That's going to be the first out of the inning on a pop-up.
Gets there. He's under it. Makes the grab. And there's one away.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit. And
Nani's going to
from
make
there
that
can
play,
really
and that's
settle
2 up,
in.
2 down.
And they're down to their last out. Andrew Vaughn up now for the Tigers. Next pitch is outside.
Up there, 3rd in the NL and saves.
They're down to their final strike. This could end it. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth.
Be a tough play for Donnie. Gets it done, and the Nationals take the lead. We see 2 different types of games. We saw one where our offense was on fire, and one where it was a bit more of a pitching duel. But Manoah with 7 innings, 2 strikeouts. I mean, 2 earned runs. We want more of that from him. You sweep the Tigers. Now 85-74, and possibly going into a wild card. Trey Lipscomb. 86 and 75. We're 1 game behind. Who do the Padres play for their last game? Padres play the Rockies. There's a good chance they win this game. If they win this game and we win the game, we don't get a chance. But if we win this game and they lose their game, we'll have to go into a tiebreaker. We won. But it looks like they did too. So 87 and 75, 1 game off the postseason. We can see what our problem is here. It's our offense. It's crazy. We finished 12 games over positive, but yet we let up 16 more runs than we scored. We got real hot this last month. You know, only lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games the last month of the season. We got an award, Delivery Man of the Year, but that's it. Cy Young, 2 ERA, ridiculous. Jordan Romero gets the Reliever of the Year. 52 saves. That's a lot of saves. 3 blown saves, 61 innings, 2 ERA. Yeah, he was really, really good. Rookie of the Year goes to Nathan. I probably would have gave it to Caleb, me personally. Here we got that third baseman we saw in the draft. His MLB rookie season. 132 games, 25 home runs, 84 RBIs, strikes out a lot. OPS almost 900. Had a really, really good rookie year. Ben Vargas, 134 games. He had a very, very good rookie year too. Ellie De La Cruz gets the Hank Aaron Award. Another Gold Glove for old boy. Christian Walker, Key Brian Hayes. James Wood wins a Gold Glove. 2nd season in the majors. So that's very reassuring. It's nice to see him get that Gold Glove. Yeah, his offense struggled a little bit this year, but look, he only had 6 less at-bats, only played in 5 less games. Got 5 less hits. But he walked 5 less, but he struck out 11 less times, so that's a great sign. Got more stolen bases. His average went down, his on base went down though. His slugging went down a lot. That's the main thing that worries me, but he still had a very respectable year. So it looks like that's going to be our only Gold Glove. Any Silver Sluggers? I doubt it, but let's see. No Silver Sluggers. So let's look at the bracket. Looks like Boston, New York, Texas, Detroit, Kansas City, Baltimore, AL, San Diego, Milwaukee, Los Angeles, Atlanta, Arizona, and Phillies. So in the standings, man, with the Braves and Phillies, it's going to be hard to take the division. We're going to end up having to be a wild card team, more or less, most likely. But a very, very good looking year. Looks like Yvonne played in the most games, 137. Looks like he got the most hits as well, 150. Kobe Mayo led the team with home runs, 27 home runs. Next was James Wood with 18, 18 for Stone Garrett. So we got some players who can hit some home runs, but Kobe Mayo really the only power hitter at the time. Also had the most RBIs. Most stolen bases goes to James Wood. I wish we got a little more stolen bases, so I'd like to see that. Highest average goes to Yvonne again. I'm pretty sure he had the highest average last year. Played in a few more games. He had a respectable year. Stone Garrett. Sal Frelick really cleaned up his game toward the end of the year. I think he had like 30 or so games. Played all of September. And September he had a really, really good month. So looking at his numbers now, you're like, oh, yeah, He was okay. But overall, he was in the minors a lot. He was in the minors a lot, and his numbers came out okay. On base percentage, Stone Garrett led the team in on base. Slugging, Stone Garrett led the team, then Kobe Mayo at 450. That's what we like to see. James Wood only at 407. OPS, only one player with over 800 OPS. Stone Garrett. Walks, Kobe Mayo had the most walks with 53. Strikeouts, James Wood 124 and Kobe Mayo 112. It's our two youngsters that strike out a lot. Doubles, Stone Garrett led the team with 31 doubles. Yvonne with 27, Donovan with 20. Sal Fredlich with 5 triples. Total bases, Stone, makes sense. Who had the most errors? Luis, 14 errors. Lowest WAR was Spencer Torkelson, had a -1 WAR. Luis had a -2. Other than that, everyone else was positive. Stone Garrett with the highest. I mean, not Stone Garrett. Ivan Herrera with the highest, with almost a 5. Stone Garrett right behind him. Kobe Mayo, who walked the most. Yanni, who struck out the most. James Wood. Let's see. Best versus righties was Yanni, then Stone, then Yvonne. James Wood, good versus righties. Kobe Mayo. So, and then lefty wise, Yvonne was really good versus both. Sal Frelick really stride versus lefties. Stone Garrett was good against both. It really drops off. That's the thing. We have our players who are good versus both, but then we have the players who aren't really good versus both. Batting average away games. Home runs versus lefties, Yvonne. Home runs versus righties, Kobe. Only 3 home runs versus lefties. Look at this team rating. Average wise, we are 15th, so we're middle of the board. Runs, we're going to be at the bottom, I think. Yeah, 23rd. Hits, I think we're going to be toward the bottom. 21st, so room for improvement. What? The A's with the most home runs? Wild. We were 26th in home runs. So we don't really have any powerhouse. Batted in, 23rd, stolen bases, 19th. We didn't strike out a lot though. You see, we were 3rd in strikeouts as a team, so we don't strike out a lot, which is awesome to see. We like to see that. You know, you put the ball in play, good things will happen eventually. Unless you're Matt Carpenter. Slugging percentage, not the best. On base percentage, 19th, so we're getting better. It's getting better. Errors, 18th. So not terrible, but not great. Fielding percentage, 22nd. We gotta get that up. ERA, our team ERA was 6th in the MLB, so we're up there with some of the best pitching in the MLB. We just gotta get the offense there too. Any complete games? 4. We're up there with saves, tied for 3rd. Tied for 6th in blown saves. We struck out more. Okay, that's what I like to see. We struck out more batters as our pitching staff than any other team. That's nice. That's really reassuring. The Phillies, 30th with that. That's crazy. Win percentage, we were tied for the 10th win percentage. $87.75. League leaders, Mookie Betts with 200. Stolen bases. McCarthy with 50 is crazy. Then Corbin Carroll right there with 48. That's a 1-2. Almost 100 stolen bases combined with the two of them. Nexter with 20 wins. 20-win season is crazy. Jordan Romero came second in saves. Only one off. Two ERA is crazy. Strikeouts. It's a Strider with 250. Absolutely wild. Kinsey Gore finished 6th with, well, technically tied for 5th with 207. The off season, get the I didn't turn that off.